If
Mm.
we rewind the clock back to human evolution, all human species came from Africa. Now, every human alive is a Homo sapien, and that's just one human species. But there were humans way before our species, Homo erectus most notably, that traveled the world. They started in Africa and they left. And they literally just walked all around the world. I don't think they got to the Americas, but they just went everywhere, right? And then Neanderthals, Denisovans, all these human species that popped up before us, they did the same thing. And then we arrived and did the same thing. There's something in our genetics that makes us just want to go everywhere. Like, our species in particular, Homo sapiens, were the first to get to the Americas, all these islands to Australia, right? There was something where we got to a body of water that was hundreds of kilometers across, and we said, fuck it. What's
Mm.
on the other side? That
Mm.
is only a human thing. And that to me is so amazing that
Mm.
and this fact like inspires me so much, and I think is our most beautiful quality, is that we do things, we're curious for curiosity's sake.
Yeah.
When people, of all the humans that got to a big body of water and said, let's sail it, let's get on a shitty little boat that we'll make out of
Mm.
wood and just go, most of them probably died, but some of
Yeah.
them reached the shores of Australia, some of
Mm.
them reached the shores of, well, they walked to the Americas, but islands, New Zealand, like all these sorts of places, Madagascar, we just did it, we just took that leap for the sake of it.
Yeah,
If we
that was
saw
a
a
beautiful.
cat that just got to water and just decided, I'm going to swim as far as I can in hopes that I will find a land that might not even be better than where I am now. And it's not like
Yeah.
here's overpopulated. I'm just doing it for the sake of it. That's
Yeah.
delusional, but it's
Yeah.
exceptional, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That was a beautiful pep
Rant
talk
over.
to,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
no,
get up
it's,
and fix your
yeah,
fucking life, you piece of
what am
shit.
I, what am I doing?
What are you doing
Um, well,
with
no, but
yourself?
I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I think part of the reason I'm traveling right now is kind of to scratch that itch. Um, I mean, even though traveling is very like sort of safe and controlled, and there isn't that element of risk involved so much. I think it definitely appeals to that side of your brain which constantly wants to seek out new places and explore and discover. Um, yeah, I mean, and to go even further, like when I'm a tourist, I hate the feeling of like being surrounded by other tourists and like we're all looking at the same thing because I feel like, oh, like I'm not discovering anything. Like this has all been like already well, I'm not the first here. Like versus when I sort of go off the beaten path a bit and like go into a smaller town and then I find something like really beautiful and I'm the only person there or maybe with a few other people, then that really like gives me the thrill of and kind of that's kind of the feeling that I'm always chasing when I travel is that thrill of the unexplored and the undiscovered. Um, so it is a beautiful characteristic, and I think it's definitely a reason, if not the biggest reason behind why we've done what we've done. It's that constant need to know, for no apparent reason, but for simply just knowing. And I mean, that's how modern science was built, and that's how, all these new technologies have come about, is just through simply asking the question of why. Yeah, but why does that happen? Okay, let's go out and test it. Let's figure out why that happens. And that's a really, yeah, maybe delusional quality, but yeah, also incredibly exceptional quality.